Okay, so Joe here again. Hopefully we'll be able to make it through this video without Clive doing his usual shenanigans. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to start off with a very clear instruction to anyone who's watching. If you feel like leaving a comment telling me about alternative medicines, please don't. At the same time, if you are considering telling me that I need to find Jesus or find God or that he loves me, please refrain from doing so. Be respectful of a dying man's wishes. How about that? So, basically, an update is, yeah, the cancer is still stable. I'm about 8 weeks out from having chemotherapy. It all ended. It all ended. Sounds a bit dramatic, doesn't it? But yeah, the chemotherapy ended on the 14th of February. That was my last day of it. Today is the 8th of April, it'll be. So I've managed to somehow maintain stability despite being off chemo for 8-9 weeks, which is absolutely fantastic news. So it means that the disease hasn't grown anymore since I came off chemotherapy, which is great. So basically the chemotherapy has worked. Funny that. Who would have thought medicine working? It's been fantastic news. I did go on holiday end of March, which was absolutely fantastic. Had an amazing time away. Went to Cape Verde with Kim, and it was just 10 days of glorious sunshine, lovely food, alcohol, because I was allowed to drink, and it was good. And I just had a really nice, relaxing time, like much needed therapy, like you wouldn't believe it. It was brilliant, relaxing, swimming in the sea, lounging by the pool. You might notice I've got a bit of colour compared to when you last saw me. Yeah, I managed to get a tan, which is quite good going. For me, I got a tan. And something I had to be really careful with was the sun, because whilst I was away, I did have to worry about that. But yeah, so factor 50 all the way. But moving on, the future. So, the disease is stable. What does that mean for me? What does that mean for treatment? Basically, it means there's no treatment now. I don't have any treatment until things change. And I don't have to see my oncologist again until June, until the start of June, which is absolutely amazing because I didn't think I was going to make it to my 35th birthday. I might not, I might get hit by a bus today, but you never know. I'm not going outside, so I won't. But, you know, anything could happen. Although with the cancer, it's pretty unlikely, which is great. I really don't know what happens when the next scan happens. You know, I've got the next scan, it's going to be middle of May, and then I will find out what happens more, I guess. You know, get the results of that in June, and then we go from there. If it's still stable, brilliant, carry on as we were. Another 2 months it'll be. I'm already at the point now, we're in April, where the life expectancy of anaplastic thyroid cancer is coming towards an end for people that get it. The only difference is that I am a real exception because I'm under 60. Young people don't get it. So I have promised and I've pledged to my wife that I will continue to fight as hard as I can. And no one will have fought this as hard as I. And when I talk about fight, I'm not talking about when you eventually lose, and because everyone loses against life. Life always wins. That's what it does. Time is undefeated. And I will keep going, and I will never give up. And that's what it is. It's never about being like, okay, right, I'm just going to stop everything now. And it's something that I know that my parents were worried about, is that I didn't have to have chemotherapy. I didn't have to do anything. I haven't had to have any treatment going forward. I did 6 cycles of grueling chemotherapy, and I mean grueling, to the point where I'd wake up at 10:30 in the morning, get up, have some breakfast, have to have a nap because I was so tired. That's the point I was at. So we're past that. All that's behind us now, and when it comes this moving forward and living. And that's what fighting is. Fighting is living your life. I'm hoping that makes sense. It should do. I don't really plan what I'm going to say in these videos. I kind of start off with a title in my head and then I ramble. So this is basically what happens. But I do really appreciate the support everyone has given, and it has been a real boost knowing that everyone's got my back. It's really great, and I also got to meet up with some really good friends off of the internet. which was absolutely brilliant, and that was the start of March, and that was just an incredible experience. That was meeting all these people who I'd only ever spoken to online, and like 25 people turned up to this meetup in London based off my gaming YouTube channel, and we just drank beers, ate burgers, and shot the shit, and it was incredible. Absolutely amazing time. Just bizarre, because I know these people, they know me, but we don't know each other, which was cool. But yeah, it was a really good time. It was fantastic to spend all that time with friends. Obviously Kim was with me as well. She thought it was totally bizarre seeing all of these people that she'd heard names and heard me say and stuff, never heard their voices and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. But yeah, we live, and that's what we do. So once again, when the time comes and death comes knocking at my door, I'll open it and I'll say, not today. And it's definitely not today, and I'm going to have quite a nice chilled out day. Something I even have to think about is whether or not I go back to work for a bit. Not full time, definitely not full time, and probably not anything that would interfere with any treatments or anything like that, or it could be detrimental to my health, which is really important. But it's a consideration, and I didn't think I'd be in this position to be able to even think about that. But here we are. So, once again, thank you very much for the support. Please make sure that you do like and subscribe if you want to, and if you find this helpful, and also share if you have someone in your circle who might find this beneficial. What I will say though is I've had some really encouraging comments from people, and I appreciate that. Also at the same time, I've had some comments from people that haven't been so encouraging. Once again, if you're going to troll, make it funny. God damn, make it funny. I do have quite a dark sense of humour, so if you're going to try and troll, at least make it good. But okay guys, well, once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.